Mental Liberation, an Iron March publication. Chapter 6, Conclusion. If we were to sum up the point of this manual, we could do so with the following James Mason quote. To be a man, a person, an individual, to be someone in some degree of control and mastery over their lives, their own destinies and future, it is necessary that you struggle hard and shed that which you have been taught. That is to say, shed the mental conditioning of the system to achieve mental liberation. We went over this issue from two primary positions: learning to ignore system pressure and overcoming one's own shortcomings derived from the base aspects of the human condition. We also attacked all rationalizations that would prevent one from engaging in the struggle, namely the delusions surrounding the effectiveness of certain methods. Ultimately, however, we can't cover everything, as this is something that must be handled on a case-to-case basis, which means that the rest of the work is left up to you. You must identify yourself what keeps holding you back from actively engaging in the struggle against the system, what holds you back from becoming a revolutionary, and better still, a fascist revolutionary. With this manual in hand, you can overcome even those elements that we didn't cover, so long as you have truly understood why this is important and to what end. Figure out what else holds you back from committing to the struggle now, and liberate yourself from those invisible hooks. We highly recommend you grab George Lincoln Rockwell's White Power book and read Chapter 2, Spiritual Syphilis, as it holds a story of how one beatnik came to the American Nazi Party and became one of their most dedicated fanatics. Let that story serve as an example of mental liberation. This initial manual of the series is unique, as it does not tell you what to do, what tactics are available, and how to operate as a revolutionary. It only prepares you for becoming one. Because if you don't achieve the mindset of a revolutionary, if you don't achieve mental liberation, you won't be able to do anything that will be laid out in the future manuals. Once you have achieved mental liberation, you can proceed to the next manual in the series, which will deal with the first steps in organizing your own group from scratch. How to go from a loner to a member or a leader of a group of like-minded people who will become your brothers in arms in our common struggle. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win." This is likewise true for us fascists in our struggle against the system. In our case, however, we will hear more chastising and condemnations. They'll try to silence us and push us out. Be vocal and open about your beliefs. Make it impossible to ignore you. Laugh at their condemnations and objections. Fight. Win. That is the thinking of one who has achieved mental liberation, one who is truly free and capable of anything. Quote, "Revolutionaries possess the highest goal, the highest calling, and, therefore, anything is allowed." James Mason. That concludes mental liberation. Thanks.